we're gonna move over to our next segment, which is the vis-a-vis, our verses.
Oh,
And I think we're gonna start off with Brotachi. Is the best way to segue.
I knew you were gonna start off with me.
So if you guys are not familiar with our vis-a-vis, it's when we usually put either a couple or two things up against each other. And I think Brotachi has a good one.
You know, since we've been talking about this whole Marvel thing that I'm a part of, I'm strictly biased because I know how I am. Talk about it Thursdays. You already know. Coming this Thursday. Talk about it. We're gonna do Marvel vs. DC. All right? Because don't matter how old we are, don't matter what age we are, what time, that's always gonna be the best topic to talk about. All right? Definitely. Marvel versus DC. So normally I have my normal topics like Iron Man versus Batman. Like
hold on. Wait, hold on. Before you continue, it's not fair.
Well, it's not fair.
Because all three of you guys are gonna gang up on me. That's fucked up.
This is true.
Nah, I'm on your side.
I'm not biased at all.
Chat, is there anything fair in war? Love and war.
Oh.
We love you.
Okay, so when you say Marvel versus DC, we're talking about in a full, not only the cinematic movies that they have, comics, characters, powers.
Yeah, I wanted to really, like, who does it the best? That's what my I wanted to bring it, because we go back and forth about comparing characters, but as a whole, who does it the best? Marvel or DC? With DC and they rewrites, with Marvel and they mediocre characters.
DC with the fucking retcon
I want to know from y'all why people like Joker appreciates DC more than Marvel, and people like
the rest of you guys.
Greatest villain of all time. That's why.
Us.
I would say this. I love their characters. I love Marvel characters, but stories that stick to me that I could, off the top of my head, I gotta give it to DC.
Got you. Talk about it.
I gotta give it to DC, man. They're infamous. Just stories. You have your Civil Wars, you have your Infinity Wars, you have moments like that, but then you have your Tower of Babel, you have your Injustice, you have hitters, bro, in the DC. Take the retcon shit aside. Flashpoint Paradox, Blackest Night.
When it became Parallax.
You have hitters on the DC side, bro. It's just under the red hood. To this day, I think
under the red hood
on Twitter.
Under the red hood.
When Jason Todd, he's like, I don't want you to kill anybody, but why the fuck is he alive?
Yeah.
And to this day, that shit gives me goosebumps,
bro. Sarcasm stated, DC makes good animated movies, but can't pull it off in live action.
I agree.
So we got one for story. I can actually. I try to get a rebuttal, but I couldn't, as you can see. DC stories are mad cool. They're more grown to me, as I say. They're more. You can hold on to it more.
All-Star Superman. That's another one. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All-Star Superman.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Superman Prime all day. I like that.
Superboy Prime.
DC gets that, but
DC only has three things.
I think we got this one sarcasm with the live action and promotion. They only do good animation.
That's a fact. I will agree to that. That's a fact.
Yeah. Any show got them doodle.
That had so much fucking potential.
Oh
my
god.
Me and Bro Tachi was watching that shit every week.
Yeah, I was so invested. I was like, oh, you run home. Yeah. Second season, get the hell out of here. Took mad long to bring Joker. I'm done. Flash, I was loving it,
bro. And that wasn't even. They didn't even know if it was the Joker. It was
young Joker. He got early. It was talking about writing, right?
He was an early first attempt to inspire the real Joker to come later. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, Steve, man, we got that one.
What was that? That was Jerome, right?
Yeah, Jerome.
The character Jerome.
Not for nothing.
He's a great actor, though. That kid is a great actor.
I'll give him that.
He's a great actor, but he's not my actor, so I don't care.
There's a thing. There's somewhere, and I think is in one of the comics that I read, where Joker is actually like a good 15, 20 years older than Batman. You know?
What?
Is it the three Jokers?
No, not the three Jokers.
No,
it's from like an earlier comic and shit like that.
You gotta remember that Joker. There is no real age for the Joker, though.
No,
Yeah,
there is no. Yeah, there is no real age.
What?
But there is
hate
something
that.
written in a comic book. I forgot which one it was.
Yeah.
That they kind of stated that the Joker that is actually like 15, 20 years older than Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
You talking
probably
about that? That's,
Gold or
it's
Silver.
not related, but I mean, just that moment where Batman's sitting on the Mobius chair
Oh,
in the
yeah.
comics.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
Come on, man.
And he
That's-
said, "I know
and he-
everything about you."
Bro, come on. And to find out if the chair was real, he was like, how many Jokers are there? And you don't know what it is until later when they
Yep.
references it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's where Marvel
I
has a
feel
lot of
about Batman.
payoffs in their cinematic universe. I will tell you, DC has a lot of payoffs in their comics if you actually follow it. If you follow it, there's a lot of payoffs. What was the story where they all were going through like therapy, like all the heroes? It was a recent story too.
That sound fire.
Yeah. And it's like it goes through like Superman, like the fact that he could just fucking break the world if he wanted to. It goes to Wonder Woman, and then it goes to Batman, and he's like, I don't care about all the villains I fought. It's just everybody that I lost along the way, like shit
That's your
like that.
fault,
And he,
Batman.
I know, but it's just like breaking down the characters comic wise. It's just real good, man.
Yeah.
It's real good.
I hate Batman so much. I'm sorry.
All right, listen. DC
He's
only
such a
has
bad
three
guy.
things for me.
He's
Go,
such a
go,
bad
go.
guy.
Listen, DC only has 3 to 4 things for me. Feel me? Early Batman.
Yep.
Because Joker said it best. Before you had the Bat family, you were more darker, cold, gritty. You did anything it took to to get the job done. When you got Thumb, you got the first Robin, you lost that nigga. What happened? He left, you became Nightwing. You got another one. After that, you got the second Robin. I killed him. He became Red Hood. What happened? You got another one.
I only got one Jarvis, bro.
So I agree with Joker. That's why my favorite Batman is the one who laughs.
Yeah.
When Batman I got fed up. Feel me?
That's it.
Second,
You gotta
second
make
thing-
Batman the bad guy to make
Feel
it
me?
relevant.
Second thing DC has, the Joker. I am the epitome of, as a
True.
child, I'm a Batman fan. But as you grow up more and more, you realize
Talk about
you
it.
are always a Joker fan. Feel me?
Great.
Like, Joker was the
Great.
one as a villain, hands down.
Yep.
He was the first epitome of, it looks sporadic. It looks like there's no form or fashion to it. It all looks random as fuck. But then you literally see there is a plan. There is a scheme. And
You could go up to any random person, whether they're a nerd or not, and ask them who's Batman's supervillain, and they will know off the top of their
They'll say
head.
it.
So-
Yeah.
I
Right
mean,
away.
it's synonymous.
Yeah.
Joker's a
and I would say the third would probably be early Supergirl. Hold me. Let me see why. Well,
Badass
actually,
Supergirl.
before her, Superboy Prime. But you know why? Superboy Prime
Yeah.
is the best Superman.
Two bro.
Hands down. I got the galaxy on my back. I got you. There is nothing. Oh, Kryptonite. Oh no, I'm gonna kill you. You can, like, point blank. Period. There's no more discussion for that. And early Supergirl. Early Supergirl in the comics she was not as stronger than Superman, but she didn't pull her punches. And the reason why I say the comparison to her is Superman always knew, bro, if I punched you right now, you're dust. So he's always trying not to, Supergirl, nah, hi-ya, punching you to the galaxy. Hi-ya, I'm punching you to the sun. Like, she did not care.
Yeah,
And
she was
that's
getting
how
the
I
job done. She was getting the
Facts.
job done.
She was the epitome of a badass blonde, was like, nah, dead.
you know how I feel about blondes.
Now I will say on Marvel side, I do like their characters better. I do like their heroes better.
I feel like
Anti-heroes more.
DC has stronger powers, but Marvel has better context with their characters.
I
and
agree.
Detail. That's the reason why my comparison is always Batman to Iron Man, where I feel Iron Man's more human to me. Like the details of Iron Man's character, I can critique it to real life. While
Devil in a
Batman,
bottle.
I know you're a comic book. I know you're a piece of paper that I could crumble up and throw it in my fucking trash. You don't exist no more. Iron Man comes with me. When I go to work, I'm Iron Man. When I need help, the suit is with me. Jarvis is my AirPods. Like, it's more like Marvel's real life.
Yeah.
Because they bring more out. And it's Disney cheating. They be probably all brain fucked. And DC, I love DC because it takes me into my comic book worlds. DC keeps comic book alive. I can say that.
Yeah.
So I will.
Batman's
I
with
need
that
DC for
can
comic
sell
book,
it anymore.
Yeah.
and I guess I live for Marvel. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But
Admit your
Batman
bias.
sucks all in all.
Admit your bias.
It's trash.
So
Batman's trash no matter what though.
damn,
The one who lasts, man.
damn.
Even him, he's trash.
Nah, bro. Nah.
All right, so
DC ruined him at the end, but hell no. The one who
So
lasts.
Rotachi, anybody got anything else to add?
Anybody care
Rotachi
about-
said it best for me. Like,
Facts, Head
Yeah.
Killer. Head Killer said because Stan Lee's a real dude. Because Stan Lee.
Shout out
No.
DeWitt Clinton
All
alumni.
right. See, all right. I don't want to take too much from you.
Well,
but,
it's
all right,
weird
Head
too
Killer.
because Stan Lee and also Jack Kirby
No.
also went to DeWitt Clinton.
No,
so
let
it's
me-
something with that school in the
No.
Bronx, bro.
Here's
It's
how
over.
it is. Head Killers made a good point.
Yeah,
Stan Lee
dude.
is a real dude. You know why? Because here's a difference between original comic books back in the day, like Stan Lee legends, and reason
Talk
why
about it.
comic book industry is dying now to manga. For instance, Stan Lee said when he made
Segueing
the
to my
X-Men,
next.
feel me? When he made the X-Men, the
Yeah.
mutants, there's a real purpose for this. Feel me? His shit was never to put real shit directly into your face, but to have it behind something and let the reader understand it for themselves.
yeah,
It is a known fact that Professor X and Magneto are the comic book versions
Of who? Of
Martin
who?
Luther King and Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
It
I-
wasn't. It didn't have to be blatant in your
I can
face.
think about-
Like exactly, bro, Tachi. Now look at the
Okay.
modern day comic book.
Before you go into it, I can add another one. Hulk. Hulk is Frankenstein and Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, he definitely
That's
is.
the way Stan Lee. That's the way.
that's how Stanley. Yeah,
Feel me?
Spider-Man,
So,
the
like,
true New Yorker.
so
no,
when you
Spider-Man.
have
I think Spider-Man was made as
He's a true New Yorker.
they just asked him like, oh, make something
Spider-Man
different.
was just something that was never done. A kid.
yeah.
The kids were always sidekicks
Yep.
and personal issues.
Yeah.
You never saw any superheroes' personal issues until
He was
Spider-Man.
real.
Yeah, they were like
Real.
they went up to Stan Lee and they were like, make something different, please. Like they were like, yo, we love your characters, everything is cool, no problem, but can you make something different?
Yeah.
That's
And
why
then-
Spider-Man's his favorite, right?
And then that's why, yeah, because Spider-Man is
was
is a
the
human.
flagship
He's
for
him.
Marvel for a
Yeah,
while.
he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man
He was the
is
flagship.
a person.
Yeah,
You know,
in
like
the comics,
he-
Spider-Man was the face of Marvel.
yeah, like
I get it now.
Spider-Man, he's he's everything that you can think of when it comes to like personal, like real life issues and shit. Growing up, especially in a city,
Being a hero.
you know, exactly, and then trying to balance everything out, like like that was his
I
thing.
That's
never-
something
I
you
never
didn't see
really
with
got that.
superheroes.
Nah, but Tachi,
Superheroes
think about
always
this.
were. They had the answer always.
Yeah,
So you gotta think about this. Anytime there's a major problem or some shit, like for instance, when there's always like the comics of such and such versus the Marvel universe, who is the first person they go after? Or some
Spider-Man.
shit pops off, who's the first person they go find? Oh, we need to
Spider-Man.
find this motherfucker.
He's always in New York. And he defends New York by himself
yeah, exactly.
and everything.
But
By
let's be
Brooklyn.
honest.
Even
Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Yeah, man.
A
That's
little
a
bit.
Manhattan.
Like-
let's,
like
let's be
even-
honest.
even if
We don't got no superheroes in the Bronx. Sadly.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No, DC
Luke
has
Cage
one.
is
DC
in
has one.
Harlem.
We have firefighters.
DC has a superhero in the Bronx.
Yeah,
Who?
he's a breakdancer called Vibe.
Fuck out of here.
We got Static Shock.
I'm being serious.
Oh,
Bro, Manhattan has way too many superheroes, bro. We need one.
And actually,
Marvel
Lightning-
has in New
Lightning's
York. You
Brooklyn
have
now.
Daredevil, Luke
Mr.
Cage,
Deadass.
Spider-Man, Punisher.
Deadass.
Mr. Deadass Serious. Like with a big old DS.
Nah,
All
wait,
right,
technically-
man. Closing arguments on the Marvel versus DC.
Yes.
I think Choco was going somewhere with it, unless Rotachi you want to take it.
Nah, go ahead.
I mean, in closing, I learned a lot. So I guess I'm not swayed. I feel like we still won. So to answer my question was the difference between DC and Marvel was clearly answered. I loved it. DC has a very strong story base that drives you in, while Marvel brings you a lot of realism where you could, relate to in real life and everything,
And
aka
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man and
Queens.
stuff.
Yeah.
Now,
So
I feel like before we get off the topic, anybody have any comic recommendations for Marvel or DC?
For DC,
Mine for
Recent
Marvel
ones?
will always be
Ones.
God Loves Man Kills. That's
Yeah.
an amazing X-Men. Read it.
Yeah.
Read it. It's real good.
For DC, I recommend Tower of Babel,
Tower Battle's
Under the Red
amazing.
Hood, the Joker Wars, and
All-Star Superman.
All-Star Superman.
Right.
There's like one more, and I forgot. When if it's my turn again, I got you.
Blackest Night. Because I know you
Oh
like
yeah,
Green Lantern.
Blackest Night,
I know
Darkest
you-
Darkest Days,
I
and shit like that. Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
you.
My favorite Marvel comic is Fear Itself. All 7 chapters. Fear Itself. Love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Got the Serpent. You got Thor. You got Iron Man making super armor. You got X-Men. You got Spider-Man. Gloriousness.
Is that when the Nick Fury reveal?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a
That's
good one.
my favorite comic.
In the chat, Sir Johnson recommended Hush. That's actually a really good one.
Hush
too.
is really good.
Hush is a good one.
Yes. Thanks, Sir John. I'm definitely going to get on that one.
Flashpoint recommended by Head Killer
Flashpoint is
for
definitely a
DC.
good one.
That's coded in my head.
If
Choco, you got anyone?
Yeah, all right. So if we're talking Marvel, of course, Civil War. That's a given. Definitely,
Secret Wars.
Secret War's a good one. The whole Doctor Doom one.
Squirrel.
The whole when Reed Rich comes back. You were supposed to save mine. You did all this. You tried to save it. Why you try to take mine?
And if anybody haven't
No.
looked
Oh,
up-
my bad. Hold on. Marvel Zombies. Hell yes. On DC side, Deceased.
Yep.
Deceased is good.
You already said Darkest Night,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Brightest Day?
No, that's fire too.
Brightest Day is good.
Yeah, Brightest Day. Definitely Dark Metal.
Dark Metal, yeah.
yeah.
Dark
Yeah,
Knight's Metal.
Knights.
Yeah, Dark Knight and Metal. Dark Knight's Metal.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dark Knight's Metal.
I would say something with Lobo. I'm buying something with Lobo. I'm buying
Lobo's great. Lobo's
Oh,
great.
but something that's more
anything
recent.
Lobos is awesome.
Invincible. I'm biased.
Invincible, but that's
It's not Marvel or
that's
DC.
not
I don't
Marvel,
care.
but yeah.
I don't care.
But
Invincible.